What?
47.
What? Sounds so enthusiastic there. Oh shit, look, there's all kinds of quests on here. Cool.
You know the bot's going to break right now.
This thing's going to cooperate today.
It's not. It's going to die right now.
Gonna get an intro.
It's time for you to start. It's not a day without Laz and technical difficulties.
Hold on, isn't that one on your end these days?
I don't know what you're talking about.
So I don't have technical difficulties? Yeah, we don't know anything about that. Tape is rolling, getting ready to go live, boys and girls. Weekend roundup. Click. Right on set.
You're listening to WRFB, Radio Free Britannia. In no other better freaking place in the world than Deltona, Florida. Here you are, lunch, with no other than the dynamic duo, Laz and Jack.
Greetings, everybody. This is Laz.
And this is Jack. Welcome to another edition of Lunch with Laz and Jack, where we interpret the news so you don't have to.
That's right. Bringing you our own brand news right here inside Shroud Avatar 5 days a week for your viewing and listening pleasure. Ooh, look at that. I had an oopsie yesterday, apparently.
You had an oopsie yesterday? What kind of oopsie?
What?
Yeah.
What?
This is my time and date haven't not updated.
Oops.
It is Friday, November 17th, 2017 here. Yeah, I had a reboot.
Oh,
I got to restart the time and date program. Yes, got a little program, does all that good stuff too. Welcome to today's show. Of course, we've got more notes for you. We've got patch notes. We've got stories from the abyss. We've got the weekend roundup and all sorts of goodies right here on NBNN. How's everybody doing out there today? Welcome to today's show.
Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon are out today.
Yep.
A what?
Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon.
Okay, what's that got to do with...
You all right?
Nothing.
Smith, you okay?
Absolutely.
Why do I
nothing.
give a duck?
You
Oh,
don't.
911.
You don't because you don't play Pokemon.
Yeah, I know. I don't really get out of Val's head too much.
Yeah. But yesterday was release day for Release 48. A couple of patches came out yesterday, and one came out this morning right before the show. It actually came out about 10:30. Patch notes hit the server around 11:30. So those are there for us to interpret.
They are.
Did you want to interpret patch notes first, or did you want to finish off the release notes?
No, we're going to just jump right in because we've got all sorts of stuff that we've been neglecting. We haven't given them a stand-up all week, I don't think. Maybe once this week.
We know that the stand-up's going to be like right now. It's going to be bugs,
bugs.
bugs.
But there's at least one interesting thing out there that needs to be revealed, as it may be. And then Fruck, of course, has got a very interesting comment. Wonder what the patch notes from this morning about major repairs and artifacts means. Now, there was a post I shared in the chat last night.
Well, fuck you. That's what it means.
And somebody went down the whole list of his artifacts and said, okay, so now we have masterworking and enchanting, and went, Okay, can I masterwork it? No. Can I enchant it? No.
Yeah.
Next artifact. Can I masterwork it? No. Can I enchant it? No. So it's pretty interesting to see what is actually masterworkable at this point or not.
No,
And I believe they're addressing that as they go right now, realizing that there's some that
they forgot.
Just didn't
They
get-
forgot a few.
they forgot a couple little ones. Yeah,
like most of them.
But
something over them.
where do we want to jump? Right into patch notes? Spiff never found that, but I logged in dead coming in from that last patch.
Yeah, well, I mean,
But I was alive. I could see you. I could hear you. I could talk, but I was dead. Yeah,
it's all good. It's all good.
I know.
It's all
We're
good.
here now.
You pretty much are.
I've got my.
You pretty much are always a walking corpse.
Hell, that's beside the point.
Yeah.
Sound like one anyway.
It's because he's never washed that shirt.
It's mustard,
Hey,
stain,
now.
ketchup.
It's like,
This shirt gets washed once a month, just like I do when I
All
when
right.
you shower.
All right.
When you
monthly washing.
It's along with the monthly shower. So patch number 696 came out earlier this morning, as we said earlier. So they did update the Kabbalist hoods to now be masterworked and enchanted. They fixed a breakable barrier in the Understorm gold mine that wasn't functioning. They edited pond water and terrain underneath in Bridge outskirts, which improves its appearance. They are returning to combat idle animations and no longer interrupts pre-existing charged attacks. They changed the interconnection with Formosa from via wagons to via boats in the player-owned town of Light City. Players now play fidget animations properly while sitting in a chair, which means you won't be...
I don't know. You've been fidgeting properly yet?
I don't know. Am I centered still?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You're perfectly centered right there. You stay right there.
Yeah. Then after that, fix the incorrect icons for ornate garlands. Purify now has updated visual effects. They fixed the scale of dragons. The task for the Page of Pride in the Path of the Oracle now correctly clears when that page is recovered. They fixed Sand Elemental's death animation. They enabled major repairs on artifacts. Now you have to use the essences. Fixed an issue where heavy precipitation was not showing rain. Fixed exit volume in Storm's Reach farther back so it wouldn't place you back into Understorm Goldmine as you tried to zone in. They deleted a tree encroaching on a fallen tree bridge
Encroachment.
in Blood River outskirts. Fixed an issue where the 2017 Yule card rendered as transparent black when placed upside down. Fixed several swords that were not able to be placed as decorations. Fixed the Lich being able to use death magic without needing line of sight. Fixed some colliders on the 2017 Yule boxes. Made the Staff of Anarchy usable as a direction. I really think the Staff of Anarchy, it should be everything but a staff, and every single time it spawns, it's a random item. Lighting fixes and kiln system.
But it's a staff nonetheless, no matter what it looks like.
Yeah, no matter what it looks like, but it always looks like something different. They regenerated the conversation for Elon, the devotional caretaker in Fortis End, to help with his goodbye response.
Goodbye.
Yes, that is the patch notes for 696. With
Want to jump and get yesterday's notes in just to see what was done there? No.
Well, I'm just going to read off the very first known issues. Some artifacts may be missing recent changes for repair, masterwork, and enchanting. Please report those if for review. Okay, you want yesterday's patch notes or no?
These edge cases?
Yeah, these edge cases. Edge cases.
Please refer to said list on the forums, boys and girls. That's right. And of course, if you have anything else to add, please chime in.
Absolutely. And then they fixed, for build number 695, they fixed the Kobold Satyr NPC creature spell animation issues. Julian Lily's quest in Solace Bridge Outskirts now uses the correct query. So now you can actually do the quest with the proper words. Yay! Added support for mouse scroll wheel to the end user license EU EULA and terms of service user interface. The Splintering Strike attack no longer hits nothing on a successful strike. Kabbalist and sieges now reflect what is shown on a moon dial.
Ooh, big one.
Yeah, fixed an issue where Icy Thrust would not hit enemies. The row stone prison and 5-story and 2-story basements collision data was updated. Some Shogun lanterns were duplicated and have been corrected. Shock monkeys and Kroll no longer trapped outside the map. They removed ugly water from the lost White Guard silver mine.
Ugly water.
I know, ugly. The water was
Hey, that's
so
ugly water.
Led
Laz.
Zepp bathed
Laz
in it.
washed his face with ugly water.
Did they just replace it with homely water? Is that what we did?
Yes, it's now homely. It's not quite pretty water, but it's homely water.
Okay.
The task to open the gate and battle Solace Bridge now properly clears. Fix LOD issues on pillars in Spectral Mines. Fix Z fighting textures on wooden footbridge. Removed a silent brazier from Highvale Outskirts. Shh, shh, we're on fire. Players can no longer talk to NPCs when mounted with their coconuts.
Ooh, baby.
Added some variation and length to Satyr's non-combat idol. Fixed masterwork and enchantment issues with the Torque Doll weapons and artifact wands. They removed the Torque Doll weapons from masterwork enchanting list. I don't know why.
I don't get it, Spiff.
What?
Know anything about that?
No, you just can't enchant him anymore.
Yeah.
Okay.
Non-hostile kobolds in the Kobold Expeditionary Camp will no longer join in on the last fight of the Battle Royale. Samuel and Malice will now close his conversation correctly when waiting on players to talk to Sequana. Fixed air collisions in the pristine Gothic mansion. The Oracle is no longer voicing missing audio in offline mode. They added an option to show or hide words of power. The town-sized pirate galleon player home had its mass decoration collision update. Boreas's Bone Steel Crown visual effects now appears correctly and disappears correctly once the crown is taken off by the player. The town-sized pirate galleon water home now renders some reflections on the water. This list is just going to keep on going, isn't it? Updated.
It's almost done.
Almost done. Another full page. Updated the content of player events in-game book to not require updating with each release. Set up rain collision for the Elven Village home. Fix missing terrain footsteps in Braemar. Massive optimization for Blood River Outskirts, which will have the benefit in some other maps as well. They added rain collision to several Ancient City modular prefabs, which will prevent rain inside the building in Highvale Outskirts and more. Chaotic Feedback now has a unique visual effects instead of using Ice Shield. Shield of Ice, Shield of Air, Shield of Crystal visual effects have been toned down a bit for better visibility in first-person mode. Just don't zoom into them, remember.
People use that?
Yes. No, they don't use that.
I do,
Only when they can't see
First person mode? Really?
on occasion.
Fixed an error with quest visuals in Artifice. Leafy piles in Solace Bridge, or in Solace Forest and other maps no longer create graphical errors. They fixed an animation with batch sowing, watering, and harvesting. Torn and tattered wedding blouse no longer appears as a normal blouse on the male avatars. And falling for 0 damage will no longer remove your stealth. And the torn and tattered wedding veil no longer clips through Laz's neck. Blood River no longer has incorrect footstep sound effects while walking on the stone bridge. And Watcher spiders are back to scanning again. They will probe you shortly afterward. Yes.
Oh, fall down.
Yeah. The Shield of Attraction and Shield of the Wicked King can now be masterworked. They fixed the Lord and Lady Langston and Salisbury outskirts addressing the player when speaking together. Satyrs and Kobold Underdwellers have improper animations that were fixed, and they fixed an error in Kinsey's conversation in Salisbury outskirts that blocked her from performing the formal love salute emote.
Love salute.
Yeah. Highvale Village fires now call at better distances, and they fixed an error in Horatio's hello response in Highvale outskirts that blocked him from performing the formal Kurd salute. The new braid hairstyle no longer is clipping through the wealthy merchant hat, and no more rain inside of the stone ruins of Highvale outskirts. Fixed many low-res issue with icons, and they locked glyph stacking will now properly be interrupted when getting stunned or knocked down. Yeah. Yep.
Interesting stuff.
Lots of fixes, but that is something that we have come to expect for the past several years. Immediately after a release, there is a ton of bug fixes.
Ton. And of course, I wouldn't be surprised if one or two more before we roll into the weekend. Early on in the game, it used to take the better part, if not many of the developers working straight through a weekend to get everything settled. These days, a lot of times they get it knocked out before they go home on Friday, and we have a nice, quiet weekend. But you never know with this game.
That and also with the improved build process, I mean, that allows them to actually get more fixes in and then push out those patches a lot faster.
Absolutely.
So yay.
Now, got to figure out how to turn those words of power off then. It didn't mention where to do that.
Let's do a quick demonstration. I want to see if words of power are still spamming the screen. Come on.
To the interface option.
No, they're not spamming the screen anymore. I was in there last night. I mean, every time I jumped, there was words of power.
Nope, not seeing it. Yeah, well, I see it above my head.
Okay.
It's not spamming.
Yeah. It's not doing the delayed spam. But in order to change that, you will need to... where is it going to be?
Well, that is the question.
Yeah. Interface, maybe?
I was hoping one of our friendly developers might be able to just give us the cough, hint.
Cough, interface, nameplates and chat bubbles show words of power.
Thank you.
It's always worth a quick look. Now I need to learn how to sit again.
Yes.
Because it's telling me that my chair is not usable. There.
He fixed the fidget. He fixed the fidget on us here.
Yeah.
That's what he says. But
What, you don't believe him or what?
I've been watching us fidget since we got here.
We still fidget, but do we move over to the
This
side?
batch, he said, not this batch.
Yeah.
I don't know. It looks like you move forward, you move back. You move forward, you move back.
Spinner. Bug. Fidget spinner bug.
Yeah. Well, I quickly learned with my stand-up desk that I fidget a lot when I'm standing up in front of my computer.
Zep moves up, then he moves down. And he moves up, then he moves
I
down.
think they got a gerbil in my ass.
He's got the corn chops sitting there on it.
Yep. Oh, yep.
Horrible.
Well, at least it's no longer like moving out of the chair or through the chair. But fidget.
Hasn't fixed it yet. He said next batch it'll be fixed.
So Fruck wants to know if he can coder repair artifacts
What the
again.
fuck?
No. Didn't you hear anything we just read to you?
Here we go. How come nobody listens?
Yeah.
Within the patch
Oh,
notes,
you
it says
Junior.
enable.
Led Zepp Junior.
enabled major repairs on artifacts.
Well, that's supposed to be the repairing with the
Essences,
essences.
is it?
Essences.
Yeah.
Yes, they supposedly fixed it so that the essence now works where it wasn't working prior to today's patch. So hopefully that's now back to working as newly intended, as per the new release note. So I haven't had any need to test yet because, of course, I repaired all mine fully proper, before
Proper.
release. I did, though.
Yep.
They gave us a heads up. I took advantage of it. I hope everybody else did as well because, it's a major change. I'm
don't-
looking forward to see how it affects.
Laz
Uh,
doesn't want to actually repair his artifacts. He wants to sell them to you.
So scared.
One way or the other, yeah.
Yeah.
And you gotta make a living,
It's like
Absolutely.
death. It's just,
I got a box full of PAX rings and rings of luck. I'll sell to you cheap, and full of repair status.
Oh yeah.
I was gonna say I didn't know that artifacts dropped in Owl's Head.
They do. They drop right off my vendor when you purchase them.
up off a Laz if you kill him.
If you can ever find Laz in a PvP scene, you can always
I
borrow
know.
a few from him.
Yeah, that ain't gonna happen.
Rape his ass.
Ain't gonna happen.
One little mistake. That's all it takes.
That's right.
Yeah.
One little prick.
One little something or other.
All right, moving right along. What else we got for the boys and
Well,
girls today? Yeah.
So today's stand-up corner has already been posted.
Ooh, today's stand-up.
Yeah.
That's, these guys are on top of it.
Oh yeah.
Let's take a look out there because I noticed something that was in yesterday.
Okay, so you want to go straight to yesterday's? So don't.
Well, let me
hey-
do a refresh here real quick and
So-
see if it's mentioned in both places.
Yes,
I'm
it is.
still not seeing it. There it is.
So, and I'm hoping that we're on the same page as far as that goes.
You can go. Yeah, you can go right to today's. if
Right
you
to
want
today's.
because
Right today's stand-up
there's,
corner. Don't
he's working on the same thing today as he
Yep.
was yesterday. So
Yeah, and I'm hoping that we're thinking of the exact same person. But
I'm hoping.
don't forget stand-up corners where the devs say, "Hey, I worked on this yesterday. I'm working on this today." Something random gets written down, eventually gets posted to the interwebs, and we get to interpret it.
But
Because as the
this is
devs will
what
tell
we
you,
think they're working
we are
on
always
today.
wrong. I mean,
Today.
we're always right.
It's actually
Yeah.
current.
Yes, it's actually today's, but so
It's
this is
actually today's.
it's more than likely what the devs were working on yesterday. So over in the art department, we had Bob the Builder
Death Bunny Bob.
working on the clock tower.
Am I gonna be able to get up there with my bow and arrow and
You're going to be able to
shoot
do.
people from the clock tower?
Yes, you will. Damon, he's working on bugs.
Bug.
And starting release 49 visual effects tasks. Whereas Fletcher,
Touch.
working on the bugs.
Bug. Wearing
And
that amazing Technicolor hospital gown.
oh yeah, and truth equipment. The Ugly Fist, he's working on the NPC barbarians and bugs.
Bug.
The Almighty Gix Vargach, Matt. He's animating those fawns. He's fawning all over the fawns.
Is he boning the fawn? He hasn't gotten to the boning of
He-
the fawns yet, apparently.
But right now he is fawning all over them. And weapon hold animations.
Because you really need a firm grasp,
Firm
on
grip on that stave. Yes.
on that hilt.
Yes. Firm grip on your wood.
Oh my.
Then Reed, he's working on bugs.
Bug.
And trying to figure out how do you hang a potted plant. It's always difficult if you don't have a step ladder. That's all I gotta say.
Well, coat hanger, right?
Well, it all depends on your budget.
Yeah, you get one of those cloak hangers, and you
And you hang
You
the
modify
potted-
it.
Yep. So the thing that I'm hoping that Laz was thinking about is what Scotty's working on.
This Scotty Jones.
Working on the
He's
cloth map.
Cloth map. A
Yes.
Physical cloth map. You know what that means, boys and
Well,
girls?
I'll get. Do you want a little spoiler
That
alert?
means you're gonna have something to clean up the mess with when you make a mess on your
That's
keyboard.
right.
That's what.
Do you want a little spoiler alert?
Have you seen a copy of it?
Well, rumor has it he might be basing it off of Burko's map.
You think?
Yeah. Although the question should be something different. Over in design, Beezus
The bees.
working on icon updates and bugs.
Bug.
Seawolf
Sea wolf.
is going to be saying "suck it, miners" as he works out in Elysium Miners. Elysium Mines.
I was gonna say I thought that was Chris's job, but I guess that
Well,
is Chris's job.
Well, yeah, this Chris is going to be saying "suck it, miners" as he redesigns it. No more Mr. Nice Guy Damien.
I'm sorry, what line is he redesigning?
Working on bugs and
Bug.
also Elysium Mines. Yes, Elysium Mines.
Where did
Getting
you
an
hear the
overhaul.
word redesign?
I didn't. I'm interpreting
Yeah, no,
things.
I'm asking Spiff.
Oh, yeah, I said it.
I
Yeah.
didn't hear that.
Yeah, they are going to be fixing Elysium Mines, which means they may also be adjusting all the spawns in Elysium Mines. Ooh, we'll find out eventually. And crafting, and playtesting, and forums. Whereas Dan the Man,
And the man, Brennan.
we're gonna have bugs,
Bug.
and Chillblain's Compendium of Pain and Suffering.
Pain and suffering.
Getting an update. Sanyo working on the quests. And Novia updates and bugs.
Bug.
Sorcerer Steve is working on the bugs
Bug.
and trying to figure out why did my mom always tell me to put my hands in my pockets when I'm inside of a china shop or an antique shop.
You always put your hands in your pockets.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
that's
He
because
had holes in his pocket.
well, that's true too nowadays. Yes.
It's cold. It's cold.
Yeah, I gotta warm my hands somehow. Whereas the Energy Vortex List Rostov working on some bugs
Bug.
and crafting and swamp ass updates.
Swamp ass updates.
Yep, he's trying to
It's a
figure
little
out.
swampy down there.
Yep, as he updates the swamps, he's trying to figure out, does talcum powder really work? Over in tech, Dr. Bobby
Little Bobby Thompson.
working on bugs,
Her doctor in the house. Bug.
and he's starting release 49 tasks. Whereas Eric, he's working on bugs.
Bug.
JY got a network update for you and server release into error tracking. Whereas Wizard Smoke, he's puff passing around the bugs.
Bug.
In crafting clone, cleanup in bugs,
Bug.
in crafting,
Bug.
and the Deathbringer one and only. He's decided that he wants to crush some bugs.
Bug.
NFG Rock.
The Rock.
He's working on the in-game map assets and architecture and the forums map updates.
And the people's strudel.
Yeah.
Hmm.
You're not working on cooking, man. You should be working on cooking.
And then from there,
Tell us
For-
about this strudel.
for some-
I can
for some
visualize
reason-
this strudel.
A noodle. Strudel. Last strudel.
Google has finally
Yeah,
decided that
true.
they're going to stop doing the updates on my phone and go back to SMS Messenger. Damn.
It's a messenger.
Well, I no longer get to text people from my computer. Now I actually have to text from my phone.
Yes, Tim.
Poor thing.
I know. I miss
your
texting from.
computer.
Yeah, I used to be able to text from everything. Then let's see. Or did the default just get changed?
Moving
Updates.
right along.
Over in studio services.
Studio services.
You know what's
Matt Anderson.
you know what's working? Their SMS is back to being enabled. Barrick working on the store updates and contests and the weekly update and the live stream. And Justin, would you send me another text message? Yay! As she just got her first obsidian potion.
Get your phone out of your pocket, man.
Hey, we'll find out what's going to happen. The Attenwood working on sanity testing and sales kickoff and forums and weekly update support and Jira testing. Chaos is working on customer service and community direction and patch notes and the epic data review and rewards data.
Epic data.
Serafina, she's Jira testing in customer service.
Wonderful customer service.
And contest and weekly update review. I dropped my
Speaking
phone.
of the contest,
Hey, we'll get to that in a little bit. Then over in Useless Overhead, the Dippy Bird.
it's overhead group.
Okay, yes, I got the test on my computer. Yay! Working on the bugs and playtesting
Bug.
and crafting and Cabana. You gotta love the crafting in Cabana. And Wake Up New Britannia interview. Whereas
Wasn't he on last week?
you know what? He was there for a question and answering session, so maybe he's doing another one, and this time he's doing the actual interview, to where he gets to answer the question, when will the release date be, based off of your best guess. You have to remember, internally they know that. Gorn, he's working on meetings and metrics and physical goods directions and epic data review.
Epic data
Yeah.
review.
Kelland working on promotions and the Lord British wrangling and scheduling.
I tell you.
I know. It's like, where's that man at today? No
He's
idea.
got a scheduler.
Somewhere-
He's got a handler.
I know.
Yeah.
It's what doesn't he have? It is Lord British after all.
It is.
Hutch is working on the footsteps sound effects, bugs,
Bug.
and Solace Bridge outskirts lake update and map bugs.
Bug.
Lord British, he was in meetings and updating some Jiras.
Just a couple gears. We're only
Yeah.
up to 7,500.
That's the process Jiras, but the ones in the backlog, it's like 700,000.
I was actually going to say 70,000. I don't know why
Yeah.
7 came out.
You're only off.
I know the last
an entire
official number
digit.
was like 45,000.
Yeah, something like that. Sasha's working on metrics and general business.
Business.
The
Working
Dark
on
Star
business.
working on the weekly update and crafting and Q1 post and meetings and live stream. And then Stefan, he's working on the marketing and Fatui review and community and epic data access. Yay. And that's what our devs said they were working on in today's stand-up.
Today.
Yeah,
That's right, today.
Today. Friday. November 17th.
Now, of course,
Yeah.
I believe Barrick's going to have a live stream today as well. It is Friday, and I'm expecting the update of the Avatar to come on out anytime soon. These guys have been really cranking out the information.
Yep.
Cranking it out.
Yes.
Can I say something for a minute?
Sure.
No.
Well, being that a week from today is Black Friday, I would like to make sure I announce here that on Black Friday, More Wands, anything on my vendor is going to be 50% off for Black Friday with free gemming on any wands that are purchased.
Ooh. Listen to that.
Yeah.
Our very first Black Friday 50% off sale. Gotta
That's
love
right.
that.
That is pretty awesome.
You heard it here first, folks. So Coilmore Wands pushing that Black Friday sale. And
That's right.
I
While
love
supplies last.
love this shit.
Oh yeah.
There's the caveat: while supplies last.
Well,
That's
you know,
right,
if I
man.
run out of shit in the middle of,
Hey,
whatever, then
it-
we've
it-
sold it out.
Yeah, that's right. That's the way to do it.
Yeah, well, Walmart says you're gonna get this 50-inch HD TV for $100 while supplies last, and there's only 2 of them.
Oh yeah.
All the other ones cost $1,000. That's right. So we do have a little information, or should we save that for Monday?
Well, depends on what you want to do.
Airy Fund.
I mean, we can always announce it. I mean, that forum post is live.
I know that, so I
Yeah.
just I figured maybe we'd pay a little attention to that today, and
Okay. Yeah, we can do that. So, the Airy Fund is doing a dev crafted items charity auction. Those items are going to be posted to Shroud Marketplace, and you'll be able to bid on them. And we get to decide which developer is the master of the forge.
well, they get to decide, don't they?
Yeah,
Let's
they.
see, you guys out
You
there.
guys get to decide who's the master of the forge. And then all proceeds are going to be benefiting the Airy Fund. And then we have a lot of items, including the Chaos Grinder of Souls.
There is some pretty cool
And-
stuff here.
Always bring a chainsaw to a knife fight. And if you look at the stats on that, I mean, it is a plus 13 longsword. And pretty damn cool. It includes damage to elves.
It's a plus
Uh,
13.
Plus 13.
Whoa.
Then you also have the Chaotic Canes of Death.
What are you looking at?
Huh? You're not looking at that forum thread?
I am. There's only one picture on the forum thread, and that's a bow. Unless there's a new forum thread.
I don't know what you're looking at, man, but it's like if you go to the one that's in the Airy Fund, you've got all kinds of stuff posted. Maybe you need to refresh
I'm
it.
talking about the one that's on the forums that the people can see.
Yeah, the Dark Star collection is now live. There's a thread
Yeah.
for his items.
Yeah.
Oh, well, okay. I did not know that.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
on the Master of the Forge announcement.
Okay,
That
okay,
was
yeah.
the announcement. That's what I'm on.
That one's no fun. No fun at
Yeah.
all. I got to find the Master of the Forge one.
There's a new announcement, is what y'all telling me, which you didn't tell me. That's what y'all
Oh,
tell me.
yeah. Yeah.
I
But
mean,
y-
I went to Make a Difference. I clicked on Make a Difference.
Yeah. So
There
you're
he
just
goes,
Up to that.
Master of the
you
Forge.
were
Up
just
to that.
you were just looking at the chaotic reign of death, which is plus 13 and pretty friggin' phenomenal. But yes, if you actually go to the Dark Star collection,
The Dark Star collection.
Oh,
well,
yes, yes.
This is
yeah, so-
this is a whole different story
Oh,
here.
yeah,
Horse
because-
of a different color. That's right. Okay.
because you've got the chaotic canes of death, bruises, and brambles. So you've got the left death and the right death, and all kinds of friggin' cool stats on these things. Plus 15 Ashen Deceitful Vile Wand of Necromancy. If you think about something that's cool, that's it right there.
I can make better. I mean, yeah, it's nice and neat.
Yeah, but then the Children of the Corpse, the Chaotic Reaper of Souls, it's pretty cool as well, which is a meteoric iron battle scythe of necromancy that's plus 13. You have to remember, Starr is a fan of the death magic. He loves using the obsidian forge for all of his crafting. And you also have to remember that as the devs craft their items, they don't have a cheat mode for making masterwork items or exceptional items or not blowing them up. So they have to craft as many items as players do and then blow them up. The difference is they have easier access to resources. So it takes them a little bit less time. But yes, there's the Chaotic Rain of Death. You also have the Chaotic Light Armor set.
Wow, this list just goes on
and on and on.
I know Dark.
I'm only about halfway through.
Yeah.
And this is just Dark Star's offerings.
Yeah, this is just
Now, of
Dark
course,
Star.
This is just a teaser for you folks out there, because
you have to remember
the list. Yeah, the list goes on. Gix has already thrown some in. Puck's already thrown some in.
You know what?
Who else is
List is
thrown
trading
some
me
in?
some stuff right now. I'm just going to click accept, see if he says yes. The Rostovian Solar Amulet, which is a necklace of Atonism that's plus 12. 23% bonus to blistering ray damage. Holy crap. The Solar Ring, which is a plus 25% blistering ray damage. Crap. And the Solar Spear, which is also a Copper Spear of Atonism plus 16.
Wow.
Plus 16. Holy crap.
Nice stuff.
Just imagine how many items he had to blow up in order to get that thing to plus 16. But yes, these guys are working hard in the forges. They are blowing up items left and right. This stuff is going to make its way to Shroud Marketplace.
And I know that everyone's been craving for Atos gear, and I know he spent all day in the hub yesterday.
Yes.
So we can see it online. Is Atos online right now? No, he is not. So, but yesterday he did spend all day in the crafting hub, crafting some items. So they are also going to be
these guys hanging out in the crafting hub over the next week or so, getting some stuff done. More likely than not, they're going to be whipping up some goodies that you guys are going to get to bid on and actually get a chance to own. Some of these badass weapons, which are going for a good charitable cause, Gamers Helping Gamers, supporting the Airy Fund.
Yep.
And of course, we'll tell you more about it as we get a bit closer, but the announcement is out there, and of course, you can go now look. I put a link in chat for you all, so you can go look at the Dark Star collection and check it out. But
remember to like your favorite submissions, because the developer that has the most likes on their item will become the master of the forge.
Okay. Is that how that's going to work?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Well, very interesting. But now, doesn't that sort of give Dark Star a little bit of an edge here with his being published
early
first?
stuff? Yes, it does.
Hello.
But at the same time, Lord British, at some point in time, he's going to be crafting a bunch of items as well. So let's see if he can blow them up just as well as the Dark Star.
Oh, absolutely.
Yep.
Yeah.
Our official competition starts on December 1st. That's when the auctions are going to open. So you can save your likes till then, or
blow your likes early.
Stuff out there. Yeah, we got to get that stuff out there because it's coming in fast and furious.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Now, are you going to do it as
there in the world?
You might want to consider the liking. Because people have a habit of liking every single post. What you might want to do is actually have a poll to where they get to vote, and so that way it's a little bit better, like best armor set, and then another poll for best weapon or best costume for garb, because some of these guys, not going to mention names, Gix, craft a lot of special costumes for players. And so that way people can actually see that the devs can do some awesome costuming stuff as well.
I think it should be per item, but anyway, I think that needs a little bit more thought, perhaps. But,
it's all something
great stuff, nonetheless. Of course,
we got a meeting later. We can chat.
Yeah, getting this stuff out there for charity is just a great cause, and of course, getting the community interacting with it's even better cause, and of course. It all goes to good stuff out there. So, moving right along, of course, it is Friday, and that means we've got the weekend roundup of events going on throughout Novia. And don't forget, if you've got any events that you need to talk about, like Arius Coil Moore's Black Friday sale coming up next Friday, 50% off with free gemming including. His first gem free, was that what it was?
Yeah, the gemming is free on any wands that you buy.
What is Battle Royale in soda? Econdas wants to know. You know what? So would we. Battle Royale, I don't think has been. I
will say though that the premiere of Virtue League Season 8 was delayed last week and will be this week, Saturday, at 4 p.m.
Well, we do know that one of the things that they had contemplated doing was an expanse of the team dungeon to like the team castle fight. So that way
you mean like Chillblains?
No, that Chillblains is not a battle royale. That's but I was referring to the team dungeon inside of Ardoris. You know, where
you mean the team Red versus Blue Chaos versus Virtue PvP dungeon.
And I do know that internally there was that plan to build a larger like castle-like scene, so that way the team will end up controlling the castle and do something different. Although I don't know the specifics on what they're doing. That was just comments in passing, I think during one of the telethons, something like that. So
just commentary.
I'm just pulling shit out of my ass again.
I know. We really don't know until we actually see it.
Fingers, man. Go wash your hands.
But, of course, don't forget you can get your hands on the NBNN Shroud Avatar app, where you can keep up on all the latest happenings happening right here inside Shroud Avatar. Of course, if you missed our show, you can catch it on our podcast. We had questions yesterday. Well, where can I get the show? Well, it's right there in the app. Click on that podcast button. Of course, if you want access to all the past podcasts, you're going to have to become a patron for that, folks, because we got to get some support for this thing and keep it funded somehow. And that's just one of the ways we keep it funded. But, of course, you can make donations. You can become a patron. Give us some monthly support. You can give us a one-time support donations. You can go to nbnn.info, click on the links there for the donations tabs, or you can go over to Jack's stream or my stream and click on the links you find there. But of course, if you want the latest information, you can get it in the Google Play Store, the Apple iTunes Store, or the Amazon App Store. As you can see, Jack bringing it up on his phone to show you wonderful people right now.
I have to.
He's going, no, I'm on Snapchat right now. I don't have that open.
I don't have Snapchat installed on my phone, but I had to clear the message and then restart the app.
Oh, yeah. So, welcome to release 48 was the message.
Yeah.
Yes, we do update it on a regular basis. And of course, you can do things like read the NBNN Daily Britannian, published 7 days a week. You can listen to us on the podcast. Like I said, you can listen to WRFB while you're at work, while you're in the can, while you're driving down the road, or wherever you may be to get your groove on. Or you can check out the marketplace. Come join us in Discord. Loads of things you can do using the NBNN Shroud Avatar app, including checking out the Shroud of the Avatar community calendar.
Yes, and that community calendar is an aggregate of all the available community calendars that Laz knows about. And if you have a Gmail account and you want to add events, or if you have a Google public calendar and you want me to read those events off at some random time, you can always email news@nbnn.info, and eventually that guy will do something with it, and will be posted. Don't forget, all times on the community calendar are Central Time in the real world, but we prefer to refer to it as Nude Britannia Time.
Nude Britannia Time.
Yes, don't forget, Monday through Friday, 12s and 6s around the clock, you need to tune in your ether amplifiers to Radio Free Britannia and listen to two idiots interpreting the news and making random stuff up on a little show called Lunch with Us.
With us.
Yes. Yeah. At 7 p.m. this evening, you can join Kazan Phoenix Fire and Malhari for the Phoenix Republic PvE nights and go explore all kinds of scenes. Although I think Kazan's playing Battlefront 2 right now. So in game, you can always go to the PvP town of Vengeance, or non-PvP town of Vengeance, for Vengeance
Proper
Madness.
PvP-ness.
It's so mad,
The
I don't know how you do
improper
PvP
PvPs.
in a non-PvP town. At the same time, on your Ether amplifiers, on Radio Free Britannia is the 70s at 7. At 10 p.m. on Avatars Radio, DJ Eileen is going to be doing the Beat of Novia. And at the same time on Radio Free Britannia is the Record Room. You ready for Saturday? Starting off way too early, 1 a.m. on Radio Free Britannia, DJ Omen Crow's doing the House of Omen. And,
House of Omen.
and don't forget to also check out his Twitch stream at the same time. 6 a.m. You need to wake up, New Britannia, with Wolftam and Celine. Extra
think
special
that's 7
interview.
Still.
You haven't changed the time yet. 7 a.m.
I think
Se-
the time changed.
7 to
pretty bad.
9. Oh, I don't know. 6 or 7. It's all Laz's fault. At 10,
It is.
10 a.m., the PAX Layer general meetings taking place inside of their voice channels. At noon, you do have the Duke Gregor welcome quest for Release 48 as they go explore something. At 4 p.m. is the season kickoff for Season 8 of the EVL Virtue League PvP tournament.
With the proper PvP-ness.
Taking place in the town of Virtue Isle, which is embedded inside of Virtue Oasis.
Wayne Klotz will bring him you live right here on NBNN. Right, Wayne?
Oh, yeah.
That's right. Action News was there last Saturday, but they had delayed it, unfortunately. But yes, that's absolutely correct. Live on NBNN, Wayne Klotz, Action News, Virtue League Season 8 this Saturday.
And Justin did text me that the time was already fixed for Wake Up New Britannia, so it is properly at 6 a.m. At 7 p.m., you can always go to Violations Lot in the town of Ordinus Mortis and join the Orders Auction. At 8 p.m. on Avatars Radio, Asclepius and Lord Baldrith are going to be doing Echoes from the Caverns. At 8:30 is the PAX Layer General Meeting, followed by the town of Novian Market holding their Noma promo, now with requests.
Requests.
Yes.
You want something on sale? Request it.
Yes. Are you ready for Sunday?
Am I ready
I
for
saw you
what?
typing. Yes.
Sunday.
Sunday.
At the Fairpark Coliseum.
I should have said, I saw you fidgeting with your fingers in your lap.
Yes.
Yes.
What am I doing now?
What is he doing?
That's why we don't shoot from the waist down.
There's a
That's
reason
right.
for that. Yeah.
Stop neglecting that business.
Yep. 1 a.m.
What happens below the waist is my business. Don't you worry about it.
1 a.m. on
Goodbye.
Sunday is going to be the Noma promo Asia edition in the town of Novian Market. At the same time, you need to tune in your Ether amplifiers to Radio Free Britannia for the House of Omen with DJ Omen Crow. 6 a.m. Noma promo European edition taking place in Novian Market. At 9 a.m. on Avatars Radio, DJ Striker Sparhawk's going to be doing Lost in the Spaces, an eclectic flow of tunes. At noon on Sunday, you have the Noma promo America's edition. Remember, the town of Novia Market.
America.
Yes. At 12 p.m. is another public auction. This one's taking place in the town of Veritas Sanctuary in the Dragon's Bane Market. Look for the dragon bones and you'll be able to find that market for that auction. And don't forget, that is an auction where you do have to use the real rules of raising your hand. Don't forget, if you do the truth emote, you might be winning everything.
Yes, make sure not to do the emote because you will be
Yes.
stuck for the price of every lot in the auction.
Yes. And at times, there are mystery boxes included. Don't be a dick and open those up prematurely. especially on stream.
Who did that? Yeah,
I don't know.
saw that
I
video.
don't know. I saw it. I
Yeah,
laughed.
it was
I
funny.
chuckled because I saw that as a whoops, my bad. Here's something funny. Don't do this again. At 12:30 in the town of, and Justin wants me to remind you that you've got a girl for that. At 12:30 out in the town of New Britannia Market, you need to go to the museum and join Bo and Bloodgood for astronomy night between 12:30 and 1:30. And the final event of the weekend is the Bear Tavern pub crawl starting in Barron's Reach. Then they will sally forth onward, because don't forget, all great adventures begin in a pub somewhere. If you never played D&D, you don't know what we're talking about. But yes, that is,
cast light.
Yeah, that is our weekend calendar for November 17th through the 19th.
I want to try and steal another bowl of grub.
Yeah. In this game called Shroud of the Avatar.
Shroud.
Yeah.
The Avatar.
Yep.
That's right. All sorts of events happening throughout the day, throughout the week. And these are just the ones we know about, folks. You can always create your own adventures or come on in, stop by, say hello, and say, hey, let's go do something. We may not take you up on it. We may take you up on it. You just never know. But, of course, always an adventure right here inside Shroud and Avatar. You never know what's going to happen hanging out, where you go, and what you're doing. But, of course, if you want to buy a duck, you can. Right, Steph?
Brett.
It's
do the
making sure you're
quest.
awake over there.
Why'd that
You
duck
can do
over there give
all
me a
kinds of
goose
rituals.
earlier?
Oh, yeah.
I tell you. But, of course, time to move on. We're going to get ready to wrap it up here. Of course, it is Friday, and we want to go out there and go fooling around with this release ourselves. So we'll try and make it short and sweet as we wrap it up. Of course, you're watching Lunch with Laz and Jack right here on NBNN, listening in on WRFB Radio Free Britannia. And, of course, we thank you. Don't forget, if you want to become a sponsor or a patron, go out to nbnn.info, follow the links, and, of course, you too can become a supporter. The Airy Fund, bringing you the latest in community causes, and, of course, Master of the Forge coming up in December. Stay tuned. You can go check out those posts. And, of course, don't forget to vote for your favorite. Thank you for the host. I can't pronounce that. Not that quickly. Arius Coilmore Wands. You heard it here first, folks. With the Black Friday sale, 50% off all that wood from Coilmore Wands. You want a custom-made wand or stave? Go out to Arius Coilmore and check out his prices. And, of course, Black Friday, 50% off with free gemming. Scrota's music service. It's music. It's Scrota. It's a service. And you, too, can hire him over in the Shroud Marketplace. Britannia Money Company wants you to come check out Black Rock Cove and all the vendors and bazaars out there for your crafting needs. All sorts of vendors, all sorts of items and goods. If you need it, they've got it out there in Black Rock Cove, located next to the town of Exeter and conveniently accessing the Exeter and Elysium mines. RelicsByRill.com for all your licensed Shrouded Avatar swag. If you want to get your t-shirts, your hoodies, your coffee mugs, your beer mugs, your beer steins, your shot glasses, your bumper stickers, Relics by Rill has got you covered. If you want to save a little bit of money, we know you like that savings, use the promo code NBNM when you check out at RelicsByRill.com. You'll save 10% off your purchase. WRFB bringing you the latest and greatest on the airwaves right here inside Shrouded Avatar all week long. News, events, updates, you name it, we've got it, keeping you occupied. You can listen on the in-game radio. You can listen on the internet while you're away. You can follow us 24 hours a day. And, of course, last but not least, ShroudMarketplace.com. For all your virtual vendable needs. If you need something in-game or you want to sell something in-game, ShroudMarketplace.com is the place for you, and Jack's going to tell you all about it.
Yeah, ShroudMarketplace.com is the place to go buy or sell anything Shroud of the Avatar related. There's currently over 80 different players that are registered as vendors on Shroud Marketplace. Anything and everything can be bought or sold on Shroud Marketplace for cash. That's right. From accounts to game gold, coins of the Obsidian, all the way to rares. I mean, yeah, that's right. Artifacts, including services. I mean, where else can you find someone that will offer up a cheese sign writing shop other than, you know what, ShroudMarketplace.com, and you can get someone to do all that cheese sign writing just for you, because it is time consuming and kind of sucks. Laz and I are not just talking about it. We are also we paid for that service.
Right. We are not just paid advertisers. Yeah. We are actually customers.
Oh yeah, we are customers. Yes. If you're looking for someone to help you out with your GM mining, you can always contact MG Unity. If you're looking for some general adventuring XP pool stuff, you've got Mao's Power Hour or Armelian's Gold and more. If you're looking for a bard to follow you around for an hour and give you anything you want. Give you anything you want. You can contact Scrotus thing and pay him $5, and he'll really will do anything you want, including Scrotus. Yeah. Or if you're looking for an in-game wedding, you can always contact Weddings and More by Laz.
That's right. This guy, we got you covered. Not just weddings, but a whole lot more. You want a custom event? Come see me. I've got the place you need. I've got the lot size you need. I've got the venue you need. Not just weddings, but a whole lot more.
Oh, let me tell you something. Let me tell you. We got a wedding this week. Oh, I tell you. It's rough. It's my ex-wife. Let me tell you. She'll give you no respect. No respect.
Thank you, Rodney. But Shroud Marketplace is the place to go buy or sell anything Shroud of the Avatar related. Don't forget, if you want to start selling your stuff, register for an account, then click on vendor registration, and you too can start selling your stuff on Shroud Marketplace. And we get to talk about it. But it is that time for us to thank the most important people around here. And that's you guys. Thank you for watching on my Twitch stream, or hanging out with us in Discord, or watching the NBN Twitch stream, or even watching on YouTube, or listening on Radio Free Britannia. We couldn't do the show without you guys, and we do it for you guys. So thank you for hanging out with us for an hour every day.
Every day, 5 days a week. Of course, next week it's going to be a short week, but we'll tell you about that on Monday. Till then, hanging out. Enjoy your weekend. Thanks for joining us. Stay tuned to NBNN for more news, sports, entertainment, crazy, wild happenings, the latest hijinks and shenanigans right here on the NBNN lot. Till Monday, I'm Laz.
I'm Jack.
And we are NBNN. Have a great weekend. Enjoy Release 48. We'll see you all on Monday.
Bye-bye. Bye, Eagle. Bye, Botox. Bye, Valo.
This is George Takei, and you're watching NBNN. Oh my.